makes its return. I'll start us off. True or false? Penn State accepts its bid to a bowl game this season.
Not whether they should, just if they will.
Will they? Will they?
Well, this is kind of conditional for me. They will take the bowl bid. I think no bowl invites them. And I've already
I can see that.
From the Twitter worlds, I've already heard that there's bowls that are legitimately concerned about letting in players. I don't know which ones, but if I were a bowl, why would I want Penn State? With all the stuff, maybe they don't get NCAA sanctions. You could have a chance of making it happen.
So maybe is the question, will they be in a bowl game? Is that a better question then?
It's interesting to say. I'll just say Penn State gets nothing out of playing a bowl game. Nothing at all. You need to get this season over with. Even playing the rest of the season out, I think is debatable.
You don't think that the seniors get anything out of it? No.
No. This whole season.
That doesn't matter.
The rest of this season is
as far as this whole senior notion, that doesn't supersede the circus going on. They need to get this season done with, and then do some massive house cleaning. And I think if you're going to throw on a couple extra weeks of practice to play in the Weed Eater Bowl, Poinsettia Bowl,
Beefo Brady Bowl.
Beefo Brady Bowl, whatever. I don't think you get anything out of that. Play out the rest of the year, whatever. I still think that's questionable too. But bowl game, no game.
Do you see them hiring a president and an athletic director full-time outside of the university? Or somebody in-house?
They seem like they've really been an in-house institution for the
most
part. I think after a
outside.
situation like this, though, they're going to do a lot of bringing outside people in and try to distance themselves from the whole situation.
I think what we figured out in this scandal is that Penn State research institution is not forward thinking, and they're not considering what their future as an institution or a football program or humanity for crying out loud.
Humanity for crying out loud.
I mean, if you're not looking at what is in the best interest of your university and the best interest of universities to move on.
Best interest in little children.
The best interest in little children is to get rid of everybody who's ever touched Penn State.
Touch Penn State with a 10-foot pole. Right.
So next, who's got a question?
Yeah, I'm tossing out there.
What do you got?
Okay, true or false? Jackrabbit point guard Nate Wolters scores one triple-double this season. One triple-double. Okay.
I'll go with false, and it's nothing against him. I think he most certainly has the
Yes,
talent to do it. It's just so damn difficult to do something like that, regardless of what position you play. So as a point guard, I don't think it's unlikely he would get 10 steals or 10 blocks in a game. So he's going to basically have to do it with rebounds and assists, and it's difficult to get 10 rebounds in a game, especially as a point guard.
I'll say this now. We're 2 games in the year. He's got one double-double. In Minnesota, he had 20 and 6.
5 and 6.
How many games does he get more than 10 rebounds this season?
1 or 2?
1, maybe 2. Okay. So now you have to think, all right, does he have a game like he did in Western Michigan as well, with the 11 assists? So I think, I'm not saying, I did say true that he will, but I think mathematically, no, it's not easy. It's extremely difficult. I don't even, has there even been a triple-double?
Yes. Richardson in the early 2000s.
Okay, there you go. So, yeah, you're working with something that happens every, 10, 15 years. So, but he has the tools for it. I don't know where he does it, but I think he's got a really good chance at it.
If he does it against a middle-level in a game that's close to the Jacks at home.
At the FW?
Yeah, I don't have any idea who it would be right now, but that's my hunch.
I've been of the opinion that he will get a triple-double in his career. I think that may have been the only one in SDSU history, but I think he will get one. Will he get it this year? I said true. Obviously, he got a double-double already. He had a very good, 5 rebounds, 6 assists performance. Gets it this year at home, North Dakota State.
Look at that.
The real question, do the Jackrabbits finally break the curse and win that game?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
If he gets the triple double, they still lose something terrible.
There is something bigger at play.
Yep. All right. I'll throw my question here, and it's pretty simple, NBA lockout related. The NBA, as a league, will play at least one game this season. This is true.
Say false.
I got false here. Kriens, why true?
Games have been canceled to the middle of December now. You can look at January as kind of that time where something's got to happen. And obviously the courts, that's not a quick process, but you have to assume when it comes to that final deadline of season or no season, players, they've got to accept this. Because I don't think they want to go a whole year. Because this, take a hit, even though you're not taking much of a hit, but take a hit, because it's going to be a much bigger hit if you miss the entire season, especially considering this last season was the best one in 12 years. So
I'll say wait and see for a couple weeks, maybe a month. Let's see what the reaction is when they're not getting paychecks. A couple of paychecks. They're not paid anything right now. Let's see then. But I think from my perspective, it seems like they are dead set on making a point or something or other. But they really, I don't really know why they did what they did. But it seems like they're pretty strong in that, in that opinion or that consensus. So I don't think. Yeah, I don't see it this year. Just based on kind of what I've heard the players talk about, they're pissed off, and they're still pissed off, and we'll see in a month. But I feel like it's just not going to happen. That's bad for the NBA.
I've flip-flopped on this a lot. I'm saying that no, they won't, but it just kind of depends what time of day, what mode I'm in. I mean,
are you hungry?
Right now, this second, actually, I'm not hungry at all. I ate earlier. So when I'm not hungry, I'm thinking there won't be NBA. When I'm hungry for games, I guess. So since I'm nice and full from Taco Express, no NBA this season.
For me, too many egos for there to be a season right now. I mean, they're at each other's throats, and that's no sign of them backing off. So I'll say no.
Can I say something?
Go for it.
I suppose.
Taco Express, underrated?
I think it's underrated because there's a lot of people in Brookings that don't even know it exists.
It's in a gas station in the corner.
Yeah, I have never been.
You will.
Okay.
Right after the show, we're going.
I've been to that gas station.
We're going, you and me.
Let's film a show there.
I'm sure they
Probably could.
We probably will.
Probably could.
Before this semester.
Have you ever been to Taco Express?
Yeah.
We're going.
That's me.
All right,
trailer?
No.
Help to this.
Road trip, apparently.
Help to all this.
All right. Next Tuesday, shooting from Taco Express.
True and false. Houston, they have SMU, Tulsa. That might be it for their regular season games, and then in all likelihood, a pretty good Southern Mississippi team in the Conference USA title game. Does Houston get through the rest of the regular season and conference title game unscathed?
I have to assume that conference championship game will be at home. They will win that game, even though Southern Miss has worked their way into the top 25. And I just think Houston, they got Case Keenum, they got receivers, they got the system that's good enough to get to the end of the year undefeated. The State's out of BCS now, opens it up for Houston, and I think Houston both does the trick.
Does the trick. I agree with Marcus. The Case Keenum and crew, they're not facing teams as good as they are. So I think as long as you are mentally prepared, I think you've got it in the bag. And I think, Southern Miss is kind of a quality team. I feel like they get through them, get to the BCS Bowl. What happens there, I don't know. Who are they going to play? Who's the other mid-range? Who are they going to pin them against, I mean,
Big East team.
Probably. I think it'll be ACC and Big East in the Orange Bowl, so they will play an at-large Big 10, Big 12, or SEC team, which could
get ugly.
Depending on who it is, could not bode well for Houston.
Yeah.
We talked about a couple weeks ago how many undefeated teams will there be? We're down to LSU, Oklahoma State, and Houston. I think Oklahoma State bites the dust against Oklahoma. I think LSU is your only undefeated at the end of the year. I think Houston, somewhere along the line, loses a game. So we went from having 5 or 6 2 weeks ago to now having 3 to probably at the end of the year the national title of LSU, the only undefeated team.
I said there would be 3, and that's clearly not going to happen. So Oklahoma State's out.
And then the BCS worked. Look at that, 1 on 15.
It worked as well as it
like it or not. It works a lot more often than people are willing to admit.
It works every year because it pits 1 versus 2 every year.
It's true.
But
All the USC or Ohio State national title games would not have happened in the old system.
For this, what is 13th year, 14th year of it? You look 14th year of it. You look at it. If there's an 18th playoff, does the team that won the title game, do they make it through the playoffs? Probably not. What's the number? 50%? We don't know. Look at the NFL. When's the last time the top 2 teams? I think it's happened once in the last close to 20 years. It was the Saints and the Colts. Last time before that, it was one of the Buffalo Dallas Super Bowls.
Saints. Yeah.
And man, were those classics.
They were. Coming up next, we'll look at what we're looking forward to this weekend here on the Sports Line.